Hello everybody, how you doing? It's Ali Bruce here. It's time for Wild Ali Astro video number 2. I'm doing all right today. The view again is stunning. I'm just going to do a little panorama around. The sun's about to disappear behind that mountain. I have valleys on both sides today. And in case you're wondering what this thing is on my head, the midges are out in force, so I've been wearing my midgie protection. But for the purposes of this video, I will do things normally. Now, we did the distance to the moon last time, so I was going to try and do something a little bit more epic in scale, just for, again, a wee bit of astral perspective. So to do this, I wanted to talk about how many stars there are in our home galaxy. Obviously, we all know that one there is our particular star, but there's loads out there, and it turns out you can only see about 6,000 with your own eyes when the stars are good at night. But the Milky Way galaxy's got way more. But the problem is with way more in astronomy, usually I have to start using the word million or billions, and this happens a lot in astronomy. You use the word billion like this, and you have to know what a billion is. And yes, I can tell you a billion is 1,000 million, but it's very hard to visualize that. Can you actually have in your head a picture of what a million things is next to a pile of a billion things? Can your brain do that? My brain can't. So what I tend to do when I'm talking about millions and billions is talk about them in terms of time. There's a nice little bit of perspective. So if you were to count for 1,000,000 seconds, for example, that takes about 11.5 days. If you want to count for 1,000,000,000 seconds, that's just shy of 32 years. Okay, so 1,000,000,000 seconds is a big number relative to 1,000,000. Now, on top of that, you've got how many stars are in our Milky Way galaxy, and that's at least 100 billion. So there's a lot of stars, and there could be as many as 2 or maybe even 4 times that much in the Milky Way when nobody's 100% sure. There's a lot of stars out there. And when I was a nipper, we weren't sure how many planets there were out there, apart from the ones in our own solar system. But now I can tell you almost for a certainty that for every star you can see in the night sky, it should have at least one planet going around it. Some have none, some have 7, so on average you get about 1 planet per star. So if you run those big crazy numbers, on average there should be millions of Earth-like planets in our Milky Way galaxy, and that's all those hundreds of billions of stars. Just in case you're curious, I turn 1.23 billion seconds next month, and now the midges are starting to win, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to go and cook my dinner, and I will see you all next time. Thanks very much. Cheers.